Hi students, this is T. Balakrishna, Chemistry Lecture, GPT Kottagudem. Today our topic is corrosion, part 3. Subtopic is electrochemical theory of corrosion. Electrochemical theory of corrosion. This theory was introduced by Whitney. Metals are electropositive in character. Metals are highly reactive and they have low ionization potential. That means they have tendency to lose the electrons. So all the metals are shows the electropositive nature. According to this theory, corrosion is an electrochemical process and also called as electrochemical corrosion. In this corrosion, when the metal is exposed to the environment, there form natural galvanic cell between the metal and environment. In this cell, metal is act as an anode, environment is act as a cathode. When the metal is exposed to the environment, they form one cell. They form one cell between the metal and environment. Metal is act as an anode. In every cell, it should have one anodic part and another one is a cathodic part. So here they form galvanic cell between the metal and environment. In this metal and environment, metal is act as an anode, environment is act as a cathode. Why the metal is act as anode? Which is highly reactive, that is act as anode. Compare the metal and environment. Compare the metal and environment. Metal is highly reactive than environment. So here metal is act as an anode, environment is act as a cathode. We already learned in previous part. The environment is in a vast subject. It contains many types of elements and substances and compounds. In these elements and compounds, H2 and O2 are highly reactive. So this H2 and O2 is O2 are H2 and O2 are act as a cathode. So that means metal is act as anode and H2O and O2 is act as a cathode. I repeat, this corrosion takes place when the metal is exposed to environment. They form natural galvanic cell. This is a very important point. When the metal is exposed to environment, they form natural galvanic cell. So when they form natural galvanic cell, metal is act as anode, environment is act as a cathode. So I try to explain with equations. So in the cell, metal is act as anode. So at anodic part, metal is act as anode. So anode reaction is the metal is highly reactive. So that is act as anode. Uh, it act as anode. So oxidation reaction is takes place at anode. We know the general principle. Oxidation reaction takes place at anode. Oxidation means losing of electrons. Oxidation means losing of electron. Here metal is converted into m to the power of plus n by losing of n number of electrons. If it is lose n number of electrons, it get n number of positive charges. So here oxidation reaction takes place at anodic part. Metal, which metal it is, iron, copper, aluminum, magnesium, calcium, whatever it is. Every metal is act as anode when it is exposed to the environment. Is it clear? So right, next these electrons are transferred from anodic part to cathodic part to the medium, conducting medium. So there is a connection between the metal and environment, that is called conducting medium. These electrons are transferred from metal to environment by the conducting medium. That electrons are gained by the active agents which are present in the environment like H2 and O2. H2O and half O2 gain that electrons and it is converted into hydroxide ion. In some cases the environment not contain water vapor. So in this reaction the environment contain O2 and some amount of water, uh, humidity in the atmosphere. In some cases in a dry season, summer season, the atmosphere not contain water in the atmosphere. So only oxygen is participating in chemical reaction. The electrons are releasing from the metal, that is transferred from anode to cathode to the conducting medium, that electrons are gained by oxygen, O2 plus 4 electrons giving rise to oxide ion 2, O minus 2. That means at cathode it form hydroxide ion and oxide ion. So metal ion is formed at the anodic part, non-metal ion is formed at the cathodic part. Okay, right? This reaction takes place at metallic part, this reaction takes place at environment part. Next to the metal ion formed at the anode and non-metal ion formed at the cathode come together each other and they form one corresponding product. One corresponding product, like here the metal ion is formed at the metal ion formed at the ion and non-metal ion formed at the O minus 2. M and O minus 2 combine together, they form metal oxide. In some cases metal is react with hydroxide and it produces metal hydroxide. So in this corrosion, the metal is converted into metal oxide or metal hydroxide. Metal oxides or metal hydroxide. That is a corrosion mechanism. Is it? So in this corrosion mechanism, the metal is converted into metal oxides or metal hydroxides. So I repeat, the metal is exposed to the environment, they form natural galvanic cell. In this natural galvanic cell, metal is act as the anode, environment is act as a cathode. The oxidation reaction takes place at anode. So metal is converted into metal cation by losing of n number of electrons. So there is an oxidation reaction. These electrons are transferred from anode to cathode to the conducting medium. That electrons are gained by the active agents which are present in the environment like H2O and half O2 and gain two number of electrons. It's converted to 2 hydroxide ion. And second reaction is if the atmosphere is not contain water vapor and humidity in the atmosphere, so only oxygen is participant in chemical reaction that gain the 4 number of electrons is converted into oxide ion. Next step, this metal ion is formed at the anodic part and non-metal ion is formed at the cathodic part come together to form a corresponding product like metal oxide and metal hydroxide. It is a very important theory. Uh, uh, if you want to if you want to control the corrosion, first you know the mechanism of corrosion. If you want to control the corrosion, you want to uh, you know the mechanism of corrosion. If you know the mechanism of corrosion, we can easily control the corrosion. Okay, thank you students, this is T Balakrishna, chemistry lecture, GPT Kottagudem.